Get ready, Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball. Join us Friday, April 24th through Sunday, April 26th for our first homestand of the season and our 5th anniversary celebration. Score big with $5 tickets. Grab $5 domestic draft beers. Enjoy $5 popcorn. And yes, 2 Nathan's hot dogs for just $5. Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Dave Scott, lost in space, the other side of midnight.
Danger, Baldus Sterling, danger.
Legendary Dave Scott, an expert on extraterrestrials, UFOs, Bigfoot, conspiracy theories. He's our guy. You are a repository, Dave Scott. Can you spell repository? You're a repository of information about subjects that we care about deeply and profoundly, and even though you're in Canada, we love you. Dave Scott, welcome to the other side of midnight.
Thank you, number one, and I call you number one because you have the number one show everywhere you go, and you're just absolutely incredible as a host, and the audience is blessed to have you on the air.
They're
and
blessed.
I was really...
They're blessed. Now, why is it that my daughters do not share this opinion?
Well, I think it's daughters in general that they only need dads at time of crises when they're a little bit older.
And yet their definition of a crisis usually only gets solved at the Apple store.
Isn't that the truth?
Isn't
that the truth? My daughter's going through something. My daughter's going through something personal right now, and I reached out to her a couple of times today. And, for one thing about the kids today, if you've noticed, they always have their phone in their hand. But some reason when Dad calls, the phone is like 40 miles away, and it never gets answered. I never understood that.
I think you're reading too much into it. I've never heard of such a thing. Granted, my daughters have never answered their phone, but I don't want to throw that level of panic and paranoia into my dynamic with my daughter. I have to keep it careful because I also said to my daughter when she was 17, do not even think of getting facial jewelry or a tattoo until you're 18. No, blah, blah, blah. She gets a nose piercing when she was 17 and a half. I have yet to recover from this.
Oh, just wait till the tattoos come.
No. Does your daughter have tattoos?
Both of them do.
Oh, no. Are they big, ugly sleeves? Are they like Scarlett Johansson, which takes up her entire back?
No, none of that. But, I tried to forewarn my kids, don't get tattoos until you got your career started.
Good advice.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Didn't work, so they have no career?
Oh, they do. I'm actually very proud of them. They're very successful, both of them.
All right. And what's coming from outer space? What is impacting our life from outer space now that we've had to adjust to the horrible space our daughters make?
Well, you know what? Right off the bat, I have to say this. I'm glad you said repository, that I was a repository of information rather than a suppository of information.
That's a fair distinction. Fair distinction.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Thank you very much. And, the UFO story right now is really watching Eric Burleson, the congressman, along with Congressman Tim Burchett and Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna. These three individuals continue to drive home the importance of some sort of disclosure movement. Now, Anna Paulina Luna continues to absolutely razz Department of War Secretary Peter Hesketh because she's waiting for the videos. The videos were supposed to be out, 46 of them. They were supposed to be out a week ago, almost a week ago, and still no reports, no videos. So she's going public on her Twitter saying, "Where are my videos, Pete? You told me, Pete, that I was going to get the videos. Do I have to get the president involved?" And what we're thinking of that we're going to be seeing on some of these videos is these strange orb-like metallic circles. Like if you were to, take a bearing ball and multiply it by about 100 times the size. That's kind of what we're talking about, is these strange silver orbs that almost look aluminum or have tinfoil on them. Let's say tinfoil due to the conversation we're having, Walter. These orbs have been popping up at airports. They've been seen flying by military pilots, commercial pilots. They've been seen over military bases and even over people's houses or roaming over mountaintops. We don't seem to know what these are, whether or not they are some sort of alien scouting technology or whether they are some sort of spy drone that just doesn't seem to have any sort of understanding about its propulsion. So this is one of the topics that we're talking about. The other part that Eric Burleson is really getting a hold of right now is these missing and deceased scientists. Now, we're up to number 11. They've added a young lady named Amy Eskridge, who allegedly took her own life on her parents' property near Huntsville, Alabama, a few years ago. Now, why is that significant? Well, Huntsville, Alabama is where a lot of the NASA drawings and plans come out of. There's a lot of rocketry in Alabama. And she was very much involved in the UFO story. She was very much involved with the nuclear physics of propulsion and NASA and technology. She ended up taking her own life. They felt, her parents as well as the investigation felt, that there was some sort of depression, anxiety, mental illness that was harboring within her for a long time. But since then, many people are wondering whether or not there is some sort of Havana syndrome that has played with her mind. Now, Havana syndrome is another weird term. I don't fully understand it, but my understanding of it all, from what I do get, is it's almost like some sort of weaponry, if we can use that word, that it actually changes what your mind feels, and it puts you into some sort of mental state that makes you very sick, very ill. You start getting very dark thoughts. It feels like you have a spiritual hitchhiker on you, and it's a very dangerous outcome because many people claim that a lot of soldiers get this after, outside of their PTSD from battle zones, and a lot of scientists and people who work on top secret projects seem to end up with this as well. So that is a big problem that we're trying to figure out as well.
Dave Scott, Spaced Out Radio, spacedoutradio.com. How do we find you and your radio shows on YouTube?
Spacedoutradio.com is my website. You can also shop at our merch store there as well. If you want to download my show for free, we're on every major podcast network, including Apple, iTunes, and Spotify.
Dave Scott, thank you very much for being on the other side of midnight.